be expired by the time that you were 66. But I started getting Social Security when I was 6 because my dad was 60 when I was born. So when I'm 6, I'm the richest kid in my first grade class. But I don't know it because my parents save all the money until I'm 14, and they put it towards an education at Christian Life High School in Rockford, Illinois. The name, which, I'm sure sort of got my application kicked out of these swanky East Coast schools that I applied to in Christian Life. What the fuck is that? And so this is a real Christian school, and we have chapel every Friday. And on top of that, every fourth Friday, we have these student-led accountability groups called Access Teams. And I didn't go to the mega church that owned the school, so I was never deemed spiritual enough to lead an Access team until my senior year. So it's the fall of 2002. I'm finally dubbed an Access team leader. I'm very excited. The first Access team meeting of the year is at the annual Spiritual Emphasis Retreat, which is held in northern Wisconsin on Labor Day weekend. And so I'm very excited about leading kids, my Access team to Jesus, but I'm even more excited about these stink bombs that I brought. So we go up there, I set the first one off on the bus, everyone flips the shit. I set the second one off as hundreds of people are in line for lunch, everyone's going crazy. So after the first night, the evangelist has talked about the Spirit of God coming down like an F5 tornado. And we all go back to the dorm rooms, and it's fucking hot. It's like in here, it's 80 degrees. And that would have been fine, but earlier that day, I'd stolen all the fans from the senior dorm. And so I barricade myself in my room, pushed the dresser against the wall, and my roommates and I call ourselves the fan masters, and we taunt all the other students. It's very funny to 17-year-old Christian kids. And so then Ben Zuba comes up and starts banging on my door, and Ben is the typical high school asshole, wears Abercrombie, smokes weed, loves Dave Matthews. He stood up to my lunch table, asked for my food, and then asked me if I knew that I had big eyebrows. And so Ben is not getting a fucking fan. So they come over for half an hour, and finally a Bible teacher comes up and says, give him a fan. So we give him a fan so Ben can go to sleep. And I've got one stink bomb left. So I march down to Ben Zuba's room with the fan, and I'm like, hey man, I brought you another fan. He's like, oh, thanks. And then I throw a stink bomb on the ground and smash it, yell fan masters, and run back to the the next 15 minutes saying he's going to kick my ass, trying to the door, finally goes to sleep. The next morning, everyone's saying Ben's going to kick your ass. And I'm a 135-pound vegan at this time. I'm a summer trained for track, running 50 miles a week. I think I'm a badass. So I go up to Ben, and he's brushing his teeth. And I say, Ben, I hear you want to fight me. And he says, no, man, we're cool. And I say, good, because if we're going to fight, we got to fight now, because I've got an Access team leaders meeting to go to. And he's like, no, man, we're cool. So I go back to my room, and I grab 2 armfuls of Capri Sun juice bags, and I grab my backpack full of Little Debbie zebra cakes, because I'm going to drive these kids to listen to me talk about Jesus. And I start walking down the hallway. And all of a sudden, Ben tackles me from behind, takes my backpack, and throws me to the ground. And my first thought is, oh, fuck, the zebra cakes are smashed. I still got my juice bags in my hand, and Ben is on top of me, straddling me and punching me. And so finally, I let go of the Capri Sun. And I try grappling against his hands. The hallway is filled with guys, and they're all cheering for me because Ben's an asshole. And Ben is just kicking the shit out of me, and I'm running for senior class vice president. This is a huge political embarrassment. And so I started trying to persuade him to get off me. Ben, I've got an Access team meeting to go to. Let me go. And he punches me in the temple. I try to persuade him to fight fair, and he punches me in the chest. And so he's straddling me and punching me, and I realize, I can only do one thing, and so I bite him. And I try to bite him in the leg, but he's straddling me, so I bite him in the dick or the balls. And Ben recoils. He's like, oh my God, Dave bit my dick, he's gay. It's 2002, the Christian Life High School in Rockford, Illinois is the most taboo thing you can do is be gay at this sort of Pentecostal high school. And so I'm trying to save face, and so I say, fight me fair. And he's like, I can't trust you. So I grab my zebra cakes and march off to my Access team to learn how to bring kids to the Lord. I feel so badly about it. During the next chapel session, everyone's speaking in tongues and raising their hands. I go up to Ben and I apologize. But it is too late. Within 2 hours, the whole school knows about it. People are coming up and calling me Dick Biter. My friend Jacoby starts making up campaign slogans. Vote for Dave. He doesn't think around. Dave doesn't drop the balls. He bites them. And so it sort of hits it sort of peaks when this girl, Janelle, who was a sort of overly tan, buxom girl who I was too afraid to talk to, who's very popular, and whose want it was to sort of give Ben head in the back of his Ford Probe, comes up to me and says, Dave eats dick. And I just looked at her and said, you and me both, Janelle.